Boxing King Media in association with the Riyadh season. Let me just move the camera up a little bit. Everything all right there, Reeds? What's going on in the background?
I don't know, I'm just keeping an eye on it. We've got the Usyk mob over there. And at any point, it could literally go up again if one of the Fury team turns up, because I wasn't expecting that earlier, actually. But then, the more I think of it, you put John Fury surrounded by a bunch of Usyk's team, it's only going to go one way, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we're going to start with that. What did you make of the video? You must have seen the video. What did you make of it?
I didn't actually think anything of it at first. I heard a bit of chanting and stuff, and then I was actually in the room with Tyson, and he said, "What's going on?" I put my head out, and I seen everyone sort of getting closer together, and then before you know it, there's a little bit of handbags and a tiny headbutt. So, yeah, and fight week has really begun.
Obviously, you come from a background of security as well. You know, what would Big Fraser done in that situation?
Oof. There was a lot of people, to be fair, do you know what I mean? And Usyk had his own security, Tyson and Team Fury had their security, so yeah, there's not a lot you can do, you know. Some things are just going to happen and you have to let it go, sort of thing.
I don't know what version you've seen. I'm going to play this one to you, see what you think.
I mean, at that stage, that's just noise, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but you can see, you know, Big John's he's like a kettle waiting to explode. You know what I mean? He's like a volcano waiting to go. Yeah, that's not the best video. I think, like I said, I think emotions were high, and he's got to boiling point, and he just lashed out. Do you know what I mean? Quite decent. That video is the worst. I didn't see it like that angle before. It looks worse like that, to be honest. But again, like I say, emotions are high. I think all the chanting and the back and forth is good. You know, when the fight week is squad versus squad sort of thing, man versus man, but. Yeah, you know, you don't love to see that, but John's a man. He did it with his chest, and yeah, let's hope things calm down.
I think John said it numerous times before anyone starts, and he's ready to go with anyone. He don't give a shit. But he has come out. I've seen he's put a video up apologising for what's happened. So hopefully they can all shake hands on it. And I think obviously it's not a great look, but the positive of it is people want more eyes on this event. It's going to be globally watched anyway, but yeah. I think today...
Pay-per-view just gone like that. Pay-per-view just gone through the roof.
He should be getting a cut out of that, don't you think?
Yeah, he'll be wanting his percentage, definitely. I can't blame him, actually. Tyson, you know what? I was in a room with Tyson when it was happening. Tyson was almost laughing at what was going on. He could hear the noise. I think it was only when he came out he realised, oh my God, there's been an actual altercation. Because at the time... he was doing an interview with Sky. He could hear the cheering. He said, "Oh, things are heating up nicely." So I don't think he realised how like heated it was getting out here. But again, this is like, it's not the worst thing in the world. You know, it's like handbags. But I think everyone's got to just take a minute and remember where we are. You know, this is not the place for that. You know, I think you have to act a certain way out here, and you should act a certain way, carry yourself in a certain way, and before anyone, you know, leaves their rooms every day. I know it's rivalry, I know it gets heated, but I think everyone just needs to remember, you know, this is a very religious place, a lot of religious people around, and women around as well. You know, it's not the place to carry on like that.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think it's all been bottomed out, and hopefully we can concentrate on the week ahead. You've obviously got loads of experience with it. Have you ever done rounds with Tyson?
Never sparred with Tyson, no, which is surprising because we've had a lot of like mutual friends over the years, but it's never materialised yet. You know, I'm sure we will share the ring in the future. I'd love to learn a lot of him, you know.
I'm guessing you watched your fight with Fabio. What did he say to you?
He just said cracking fight. He just said it's really good. He enjoyed watching it. John just described the size of my balls.
What did he say?
He just said, you know, you made the right stuff, and you know, you got a big set of balls on you. And he said, you know, like, it's signs of a good fight, you know. Them things you can't teach, and I think, you know, it's nice to hear off people that have been involved in boxing for a long time.
We had this conversation off camera a few weeks ago, but we never managed to get an interview. But I said the same to you, I think, because of the history of the fight, people are saying, oh, he's ducking, he's scared, this and that. And there's no better way of showing that you're not scared and you're not a ducker and you made a fucking good stuff when you put up a performance like that. So it was good to, you knew it, but the fans didn't.
Yeah, I think this is the thing with talking about yourself. I don't tend to go around saying I'm this and I'm that, but the things I do know, they can only be shown under the lights and in the boxing ring. You know what I mean? Like, you can say you're the best at this, you're the best at that, but unless people see it, they're not going to believe you, and they have every right not to. But yes, like I say, I didn't win the fight, so I'm not even standing there saying I'll prove everyone wrong, because I haven't. I didn't win the fight; it was a draw. But people, at least that one question, you know, about my heart and my bottle, my bollocks, that could never be questioned ever.
And I guarantee you, everyone's excited to see you back in the ring. So we're going to jump back to Fury Usyk. I want to get your expert opinion on this, because you're obviously a decorated amateur yourself. So it's the big thing for me this week in the build-up to this. I was watching the debate between Tony and Carl Froch the other week, and one of the things Tony said is Usyk makes you feel tired without really doing a lot. His footwork's that good, and he said he'll win a lot of the early rounds, and Tyson will be chasing a ghost later on. And him and Carl kind of both agree that Usyk will win the fight, and the way they put it across, they're saying he probably wins quite easily. The way they've described it, Team Fury reckon Tyson's going to walk straight through him. Are people underestimating Tyson's boxing ability here?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, you've got to be sharp with him, because if you put anything out slow, he's countering you. You know, if you're laboured in what you do, he's going to make easy work of it. So you've got to be sharp with him. You might not match him for speed, but you've got to be fast enough to make him realise he can't get out of the way of shots as easy as he thinks he's going to be able to get out of the way of shots. Everyone seems to get the impression that Usyk's going to run away and nick it. I've got a weird feeling that he's going to not be as much of a runner as people think. Definitely not static, but definitely not running away, because you don't want to give up ground to Tyson. You know, that's the last place you want to be, is running away and on the back foot for the whole fight. You know, I think he's going to try and be stubborn and hold his ground and maybe use different defences, like, you know, still use the feet and the footwork, but a lot of the upper body movement. You know, I've seen him. He didn't exactly run away from Joshua, did he? And you'd probably say Josh was a bigger puncher than Tyson. So, you know, I think he's going to try and fight it in that circle in the centre of the ring, maybe move around the outside of that, and even at times maybe attempt to push Tyson back, which, you know, I've been in the ring with a lot of these cruiserweights, big cruiserweights, that come up to heavyweight. They're fast and they've got a bit of pop as well, so you've got to be you've got to be wary the whole time, because they can box at a different pace as well. They do box at a different pace here. Tony's absolutely right when he says he'll keep you thinking the whole time, and he will. If you're relaxed at one point in that fight, then he'll make you pay for it. You'll be switched on and clued up the whole time, because any little mistakes, he'll punish you for them.
I think it's quite a fair assessment you put together there. Are you allowed to say who you think the favourite is? Are you, Dan, saying it's sitting on the fence?
Well, I'm allowed to say it, but I've said it all day, but I've changed my mind 2 or 3 times. I mean, I think I'm past now the point of, I said before, when I see them both, I'll make a decision. My mind hasn't changed. I'm still a bit unknown, to be fair. I think no one will know until after about 3 rounds. I don't see it being a knockout. I see it going a distance. And yeah, you know, the fairest thing for me to say, or the honest thing for me to say, is at this moment here, I've not got a clear winner.
Last word on yourself. When can we expect you back out?
Well, I've been back in the gym already. I went over to Germany sparring with Agit Cabell. That was a great experience. So I'm just waiting for a date now. You know, there'll be phone calls this week, a couple of Zoom calls this week, and hopefully I'll have some news August, September. Hopefully, you know, I'm ready to go back in now. Well, not ready yet, but I've been back in the gym, and yeah, we're working on some mistakes and trying to improve.
I haven't really told anyone yet, but you know, I'm doing a podcast with Dominic Ingle, which I know you watch a lot of it as well. Dom's flying out tomorrow, especially for the podcast, so I would love to get you both sat down together, and it'll be quite an interesting little chat.
Oh, it'd be great, because you know, Dominic's someone that, I said it before, he's one of the last men standing of the real boxing people, and Yeah, you know, I'm a fan of a lot of people. Dominic's just someone I think you listen to and you believe in, and you don't get that too much in boxing in these days. So yeah, it'd be great to come and have a chat with you guys and see what I can pick up and learn along the way.
Yep, we'll look forward to it. Fraser, thank you for your time, brother, and all the best.